Hello, everyone. It's Candice Dickinson here, your totally tubular artistic director at HART Theater, and I am sitting here with Nichole Sumpter, HART's graphic designer and stage manager of our upcoming production, which we are here to talk about today, Footloose, playing all of July, including Thursdays. Now, I am actually the director of this show, so I'm going to turn it over to the totally rad Nichole for this interview.
Well, thank you, Candice. Why did you pick this awesome show?
Well, actually, a lot of reasons. I love this show so much. I think that, unfortunately, it is still a very relevant show with its theme of, fighting for your freedom of individuality. While we might not be outlawing dancing now, you could certainly fill in the blank with other things that are being threatened in our current society. Not to get too political on you, because it's still Footloose. But what I really love, too, about this show and why I chose it for 2024 specifically is it really hits on our theme this year of empathy. So what I love about the way they tell this story is that we really get to see the reason behind why they've made this decision in Beaumont to outlaw dancing. Spoiler alert. And that it actually really comes from a place of pain. This town had a tragic accident, and they, instead of kind of confronting that, they decided to kind of take the easy route in a way by just outlawing things and saying, this is why this was, and we are no longer going to allow loud music, dancing, because that can lead to things like this. And I just think that's really important that we get to see both sides, and really the show comes together. We finally get to that point where they stop and finally listen to each other, and it's not till that point until things get solved, so it's just a beautiful, beautiful show in that, and it's Footloose. It's so fun. It's just so fun. I love the music. I love the dancing. It's just
the dancing's so fun.
It really is. Oh my god. So all of those reasons.
Well, on that, and obviously, I get to see your concept, but for those who haven't seen it yet or heard about it, what is your concept for Footloose?
I'll talk about my visual concept for this show, because we kind of have a lot of things there. First of all, with the set, I tried to go pretty minimalistic. We use scaffolding units because I really wanted that bare bone feel, because that's the feeling of the people in Beaumont. They feel exposed. And so I wanted to kind of go with that concept of like exposed set. With that, we're telling a story through color as well. I'm kind of using that to represent freedom and individuality, expressing yourself. We go from very colorful in the opening number when we're in Chicago and everyone's dancing, and then as soon as we get to Beaumont, it's like a sea of beige because they are all repressed and they have not yet broken out of their shell. And so we start to see more and more color as the show goes on, or perhaps we see it in situations where we are expressing ourselves a little bit more. And then, of course, we kind of, again, spoiler alert, by the end, we're at, full color again. So, that's kind of the visual thing I went with, just to mirror the story there.
Well, and having been a part of it, it's really fun. Very, very exciting show. But so what has been an obstacle you've had to overcome with this show in particular?
I know. Okay, so Nichole and I were talking about this before the interview. Not to expose us, but it's been actually a really smooth show, to be perfectly honest. If I were to say some challenges we had, a few things. I mean, the transitions are difficult. That's always kind of a hard part of any show, getting those really tight so that the show feels like it doesn't stop. I've made the choice to start the second act when we're in the barbecue scene, when they get to go dancing. I've made the choice to have live music in that scene, and that obviously is a little difficult as well. Luckily, I have incredibly talented people in my cast, and so we were able to, I think, to really pull it off. And one thing that, this is totally a side note, it's not a challenge, but one thing that I kind of love that we were able to do, because I really wanted to pay homage to the original movie, I love the Kevin Bacon movie. And, you know, one thing that is so funny to me about the Kevin Bacon version is, like, he's just randomly doing all these gymnastics. Like, he's just like, there's the balance bars in this high school in this tiny town, because like, you can tell, like, oh, clearly the producer was like, oh, Kevin Bacon can do all these like tricks, let's put him in the movie. And so we kind of had our version of that in this. Our Ren, who is played by Drake Frost is an incredibly talented guitarist, and so we decided to throw that in the barbecue scene. He just kind of goes up to the band and grabs an electric guitar and like shreds for a minute, and that was kind of my version of the Kevin Bacon somersaults. So I love that. And, you know, I mean, another challenge-ish, it's been a fun challenge though, is also costuming the show, because I have a problem. My name is Candice Dickinson, and I am a castaholic. I love casting giant casts, and my costumer hates me because I like keep adding more people. I think we have 37 people in our cast. Is it more?
It's around 37.
See, I've literally lost count. And everyone has, like, the minimum number of costumes everyone has is 3. And then, like, our leads have close to, like, 8 or 9 costume changes. So
I have 3.
Exactly.
I have 3
and
alone.
she's the stage manager, if that tells you anything. So I know that has been a challenge, just sourcing all of those, but it looks so good.
I know,
I mean, that's why it's like
I mean,
a challenge, but we overcame it.
I know, it's great. My Act 2 outfit's like one of my favorite.
Right.
I have great pants. They're awesome.
Exactly, right? I know, and like this isn't even in the show.
Yeah, this one too. I love this outfit.
Was a second choice. Anyway, so I guess those were challenges. It's been a really, knock on wood, but it's been a really smooth show. So,
well, kind of, you touch on some points. What's been your favorite part about this show?
I know, like, this is what everyone has said this year, but it's just true. The cast, this is and the team. I mean, this whole team has been so much fun to work with. I've actually gotten to work with 2 choreographers on this show, which is also really cool. We had Kate Mullis, who's, you know, a WCU grad, kind of do the initial, and then she had to leave. And so now we have Valerie Tissue, who's coming in and doing those finishing touches. Collaborating with both of them has been amazing. You and Ash have been so great as stage managers. The cast is just, like, so funny.
They are.
They
really
so
are.
I laugh so hard every night, and we just keep finding all these wonderful moments to add in. Just like the other night, like, you know, we just had a person who's playing Jacob, who's playing the cop. Just like, you know, was trying to make the cast laugh a little bit and started dancing, and I was just like, yes, keep it. You are the closeted dancing cop of the show. And it's just so fun building off of each other and having that. I mean, literally every night, Nichole and I are here till like midnight working, and the cast is still just hanging out, just because they're just enjoying being with each other so much.
Yeah,
it's
they
really
like each other, and it's nice to watch them bond.
It is.
And it also makes it more fun when they're out there too.
Exactly.
They're having a great time.
They're just playing with each other. It's so great.
And the finale is so much fun because of that. I mean, they are just having a ball, and I sneak out to watch it every night.
And I, for some reason, cry every night.
No, but it is. I mean,
it's not sad at all. I literally am just like, I love it.
It's just one of
really
those shows.
It really is. It just has so much energy. I think that's honestly what we could say in general, just the energy. Like, that's what's been so wonderful about the show.
Well, although we've touched on a lot of things, why should people come see it? That's the big question.
I know, exactly. So many reasons. All of the ones we just said. It is everything that you love about a musical. The plot, the writing is actually really great. You know, we have these really beautiful, intense scenes between, you know, Ariel and Ren, and Ariel and her father, Ren and Reverend Shaw, all these really incredible acting moments. And then you also just have these, like, hilarious numbers like Mama Says and, you know, amazing dance numbers, the Footloose finale, the barbecue scene, all these, like, really just high energy. The finale of Act 1, oh my God. Just, like, there's so many, I'm getting chills just talking about it. There's just so many incredible energetic moments that I think is just going to be infectious to the audience. We also have there's so many recognizable songs in this show. And I actually added a few too in my scene changes that I think the audience is just really going to love. Everyone who's heard it so far has just been like, oh my God, this is such a trip down memory lane. So just nostalgia, fun, excitement, you're gonna leave with a smile on your face, and you're gonna be singing these songs in your car. Like, it's just gonna happen. And I gotta plug our opening night party.
That's, of course.
I do have. It's almost hard for me to do this though, because we're almost sold out for opening night. We're like,
really?
yeah, we're like really close to sold out already for opening night. So only a few of you are going to be able to do this. But following opening night, we have our 80s dance party, y'all. So you're going to see us dressed up like this again. Oh, yes. Actually, I do have a different outfit for it. But it's going to be immediately following the show over in our Fingmeier Theater, just like we did with Cinderella's Ball last year. We had so much fun with that, so we decided to do an 80s dance party this time. You can actually come to it even if you don't come to the show. I mean, why not?
You should do both.
You should do both. But if the show's sold out, you can come to the party still. You're invited. So yeah, please do that too. Tickets available online, as are to the show. And I guess that's what I should really say right now. Get your tickets right now to Footloose.
Yes, you don't want to miss it. It's so fun.
Yeah, and we have 15 performances. Math is hard. 15, yeah. We have 15. So you have 15 opportunities to see it. You're going to want to see it twice. So get your tickets today, hearttheater.org, July 5th through the 28th. I knew it. Yes. And we have a random Saturday matinee. So anyone who loves those matinee performances, come to our matinee performance on July 20th, that Saturday. Yeah. I think that's everything.
Yes, I do too. Yeah.
Tonight I gotta go. Should we just sing it out? Kick off, it's